Gaining Clark comparison, Nebraska volleyball coach John Cook reflects on team's record-breaking effect. It's bizarre. Caitlin Clark has successfully made an impact in the NCAA volleyball arena. No, the famed WNBA star hasn't switched sports. Instead, the influence that became synonymous with her name once is now making waves in college volleyball. Does that mean her effortless scoring ability? Not exactly. Known as the Caitlin Clark effect, it has made an entry to Nebraska volleyball games actually. How? Before the 2023 to 2024 season, something remarkable happened in women's basketball. At that time, Caitlin Clark hadn't turned pro and was still playing for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Yet, even before the season officially began, Iowa shattered the women's basketball all-time attendance record for a single game. With 55,646 fans in the stands, the Hawkeyes set a new record at Kinnick Stadium. Experts noted that Clark's presence was a major factor in drawing such a massive crowd to the stadium. Furthermore, not just in Hawkeyes' home games, but also in away matches, in 30 out of 32 games, the same result followed: a sold-out crowd every time. That stint continued for a while, and each time Clark took her flowers, being the major factor. Now, according to fans, the Nebraska Huskers squad is creating similar excitement, drawing sellout audiences not only at home in Lincoln, but also in Hare Road games. Example: on November 9, the Nebraska volleyball team locked horns with Washington in Seattle. However, the No. 2 squad swept the game with full authority, 25-17, 25-11, 25-21. Meanwhile, the fans of both teams kept no vacant seats in the Alaska Airlines Arena. They did not seem much bothered about the match result. Rather, all they wanted was to see the Huskers hit the road with their ethereal form. So yet again, the discussion turned toward the reason for seeing such huge outcomes in Nebraska's matches. And believe me, Nebraska's coach did not find any particular reason. In his conversation with the match presenters, John Cook said, "It's been bizarre. I mean, everywhere we go. I think this all started with a stadium match last year. The whole country knows about Nebraska volleyball. And I mean, we broke a record every place we go. They're selling out." Meanwhile, the presenter quipped, "You're having a little bit of the Caitlin Clark effect." In the reply, the veteran chuckled only. But he had a bigger picture to share. In his further note, Cook laid out, "It's great for women's volleyball. It's great for Washington to see what they can do. And with crowd in Oregon 2 nights ago, so it's cool." Surely his comments framed the massive footfalls in the last 2 away games of Nebraska volleyball. In fact, this is a prime factor to make the presenters call it the Caitlin Clark effect. Additionally, there were numerous reasons for him to be happy. Remember, with the victory against the Huskies, the Big Red completed its full sweep on the road in the Pacific Northwest. Yet, the increasing popularity of women's volleyball interested him most. And if you believe him, he will continue to do so. He has something in the back of his mind. On Saturday, the Huskers' victory extended their winning streak to 21 matches. A feat that perfectly suits the mentality of the Nebraska volleyball women's team. Also, this could be a reason for this high-flying popularity. But in the Big Ten volleyball, several teams are there that have been performing at such a consistent level. But have they seen a similar turnout in the audience box? You can judge on your own. But before that, let me serve you data. According to Abby Barmore, the Nebraska staff writer, they Nebraska Volleyball have helped set attendance records at 4 arenas this season: SMU Moody Coliseum, 6,673, Northwestern Welsh Ryan Arena, 6,003, Ohio State Covelli Arena, 4,146, Oregon Matthew Knight Arena, 8,000, 566. This has come across as unreal. The title of the Caitlin Clark effect is the proof of it. John Cook claimed it to be a step forward to popularizing women's volleyball. Nonetheless, the question still lingers. What is the X factor behind it? Fret not. Cook dropped the answer. In his post-game interview, the veteran coach conceded, "It is not easy, but we've got a group. I mean, they handle things really well most of the time, but it takes a lot of work. And we have to work really hard at it." Is this the actual reason? Well, on November 24, the Huskers will compete against Minnesota in its backyard in Lincoln. Keep your guess ready regarding the expected head count in the box.